So one of the key elements of being a really dangerous striker is to have very dangerous runs in the box. And I figured, why not talk to someone who's very good at making those dangerous runs in the box? Rasmus Højlund, how you doing, my man?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. I mean, we're a bit wet, aren't we?
Yeah,
But it's all good. We're in Manchester. But anyways, what I've noticed is that you make a lot of runs in the box.
I do, yeah.
And they're often pretty dangerous runs. You don't always get the ball, but that can be improved. But I wanted to pick your brains on what do you think when you run into the box? How do you decide if you go to the near post or the far post, if you make that little fake run and go back? Do you have any ground rules, tips you can share?
Yeah, so I try to always stay behind the defender because then he doesn't have the feeling of you, he can't see you, so he needs to scan all the time. And the moment he is not looking, I'm always trying to find a position where I can be most dangerous, and then it's for me and my teammates to understand each other's game and try to really get that internal understanding of where to put it. And that's, you can see now that we're starting to connect even better since I've been here now for a little bit. We're improving day by day.
So it's not like there's one rule that say when the ball is on the goal line and you're coming from here that you always try to go first post? Is that more that, internal understanding?
That's, again, back to the internal understanding. So, for example, it changes with different players. When you play with Christian or when you play with Bruno, or if you play with Højbjerg from the national team, it's different from player to the player. For example, Christian and Bruno, they have probably the best vision in the entire world, so you can more or less position yourself wherever you want, whereas when you play with maybe if it's centre back who has the ball, he's probably not going to see you from anywhere, so you got to try to look at how they are as a football player as well, and be in that position.
Right. So what would you say, you mentioned being behind the defender, out of their vision. Is that key in determining, let's say I'm here, I'm the defender, the ball is coming in from there. What would you do to take the best position?
I'm always gonna start here. Let's say the right fullback is there, so I'm always gonna just stay behind you. And when I can see that now is the time for the pass, I maybe do, if I wanted it in the front, I'm gonna pull you this way, and then I'm gonna move this way.
Right.
Or the other way, if the guy is probably getting very close to the right back, for example, and he can only play it for the second post, I'm moving forward, and then I may go behind.
Right. Little push and then go behind.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then it can also be because I'm a fast player, so sometimes I will just run very fast towards the first post because that's the only chance. I don't have time to go and do the small movements. Then I will just try to pull myself, and if the defender is there, then you throw yourself.
Yeah, and it's basically just about bulldozing into the ball and just getting it on target, right?
So if you have the time, it's important to do the movement. That's what makes you the better striker. The best strikers are doing that from previously Ronaldo, and now you can see Haaland, for example, is doing it as well.
So basically what I'm hearing is that you anticipate a lot when you run into the box, that you don't just decide to go for the near post and then hope that the ball is coming.
Oh, there's a lot of thinking.
Exactly, and you run, you anticipate, and then when you see that, let's say the winger beats his man, that's when you make your move, right?
Yeah, you can put it that way. I'm not going to run in if I can see the guy is looking down and not looking up.
Sure.
Because the chance of him doing a cross is not that high, so you got to get that internal connection, which I talked about before, and make some adjustments outside the pitch, look at video. I've done a lot of work from a previous clubs where I've come from, and I've still a lot to do. But these are my tips.
And what about the finish then? When you're in the box, you've actually broken free from the defender. I mean, you're a great natural finisher, but ball comes in. Often it's pretty hard at Premier League level, and you're running forward. I mean, you just
most of the time, I don't think too much about it. I just try to get that clean connection. It's just about getting in there and getting in front of the defender, get the touch, and most of the time it's going to go in. Of course, there's some practice, but I think if you just do the practice and training and you keep working on your finishing, then it's going to come naturally for you, so you don't have to think too much. I like to say that if I think too much about my finishing as well, most of the times I'm not going to score because I've overthought it. So yeah.
But that's actually sadly, that's the truth. I mean, it's not a great tip. Don't think that's what the best strikers do, right? It just comes natural to you. I mean,
yeah, so I think it's just about the instinct, of course, but yeah, just be ruthless. But also be calm, because when you're calm and you finish, most of the time you're gonna be more clear in your thoughts, and you can just put it wherever you think is the right place to put it.
Absolutely, guys. So go out there with your teammates and just work on it. And then work some more. And then work again. That's the key word here. Anticipate, look up, think, and then just slot it home. Rasmus, thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe.
Good luck, man.
You too.
Are you still rolling on that?
Yes.
Because I just got left hanging, and he. Oh, thank you.